This is the Tactical Muffin Top. Muffin Top, Muffin Top. Quickie chat. Squeezing in a quick mile. Got the AR on and the battle belt. Has some prior engagements, but I think I got enough time to get a mile in real quick. So here I am. How's everybody doing tonight? Give me 5 miles so far for the month. Not too bad. Right at about a mile a day. How's everybody doing? Just figured I'd hop on here and talk to everybody while I get a quick calorie burn in here. 5x5. Thank you, Grit and Grace. George Washington, what up? First one in with the sup, brother. Grit and Grace with the Hey TMT. How y'all doing? I'm walking with my buddy loadout AR. Got LPVO and my battle belt. My Glock 22 with a 9mm conversion barrel. Essentially a 17. 2 AR mags on the belt, 2 pistol mags on the belt, plus one of the gun. 20 rounder on the throw to somebody kit. I got Jay's Minuteman IFAK and a Condor IFAK holder with his boo-boo kit. Some shears and a Sharpie on that. Condor mag pouch on a Tecticon inner and outer belt with a Cobra buckle in the front. Ranger green and multicam load out with my super cool shoes, shorts, and a Carhartt t-shirt. So, Austin, what up? George Washington, Demo Man Don. Missouri Survival in the house? I miss it. Dang, man, what's up? Hey, man, troubleshoot that thing. I ain't mad at no beater with wheels. Works better than half the crap anyway. Muffin Top has been rearranging his house ductwork and washer and dryer situation in the room. Found some repairs that were needed and on the washer and dryer, and getting ready to move my furnace downstairs. So it's going to be a ductwork rework and AC coil rework, and have to braze the new copper lines, suck all the refrigerant back to the condenser, and putting a new furnace in. I got a electric unit, and this is going to be a rental, so it's better for rentals to have an electric unit over gas. And I got something wrong with that heat pack that I haven't been able to track down, and I had another buddy who's a technician try to track it down, and he couldn't find it either. So something that both of us spending 2 years off and on fighting it can't fix, find something tripping at the time that we can't figure it out. So just going to put in a new one and be done with the damn thing.
Have you tried to Google it?
Let me turn up my thing here. Hey-yo.
Hey-yo. Have you tried to Google it?
Oh, yeah.
That's a joke, obviously.
No, it's either, I think it's something in the board or one and or another stack relay, but to do that, I might as well just replace the whole electric heat pack section. It's got 10 kW with a 5 kW back up, single 1 stage, 2 stage. So by the time I do that, might as well just put in a new air handler, get the warranty all the way around.
I missed what's the purpose of relocating the everything? Going through all that expense?
That would be to expand the master bathroom footprint.
Ah.
Or not the master, but the main bathroom. So yeah, I got main floor heat right now. I can literally drop it straight down into the laundry room where the washer and dryer was. So I moved that. Now I got to do some ductwork rework and I can get my new unit put in and move my AC coil. I've rebuilt pretty much everything on the AC side, so it's pretty good. I'm just gonna do that handler because hopefully this has to be a rental within the next 5 years, so should have it paid off and go to bigger, better things. So
Just go through all the vetting you can possibly think of before you let somebody in there, because that's the only time you have any decision to make. Once a
yeah,
person gets in there, the law is on their side.
yeah, we've had rentals in the family before.
Yeah, they can sit in your house for a year before you get them out.
Yeah, we've
And
had some.
then when you go through all that expense, then they move their boyfriend in. Then you got to go through the whole process over again to evict the boyfriend.
Yeah, we've had a couple of evictions ended in both doors getting kicked in via police. So
Jeez.
yeah, those people are still in prison, but they were also doing other bad stuff other than destroying our rental. That we had to. The last one had 6 pit bulls, and they ate all the drywall as high as they could chew and rip it out. All new cabinets, all new floor, piss and shit everywhere. I mean, all the way down to the studs, new subfloor and all. So we know, I know, I know what I'm getting into. But in today's day and age, owning a rental property is still a way to get out of the system.
Yeah.
So
And at the
I'm
other end of the
33.
spectrum is,
I'm 33. My best investment's time, right?
yeah. At the other end of the spectrum is don't rent to your family,
Yeah.
because you're going to always get that sob story at the end of the month, like, oh man, little Timmy
Little Timmy
had to
better
go
get
to
to
the
work.
dentist. Little Timmy had to go to the dentist, braces, and
Yeah.
it's like, bitch, where my money?
Like,
It's
check
like,
out this cattle prod.
I
Oh
know you
no.
got it.
Oh
I
no, it's
know you
so
got this
brutal.
place paid off, so
Right. That's what I'm grinding for. ACR, what up, brother? If you guys didn't check out Little Randall's how-to paint video on his new PSA Shorty, go check that out. He's a smaller channel, and I like what he's got to say, and he'll probably hop in some gardening chats because he seems knowledgeable on that end too. So, fellow gardener.
outstanding.
Yeah. ACR, totally blowing me off all the time. No, I'm just kidding. Schedule conflict. I know, I still can't get Rip Curl and me lined up. I've been trying that one for like 4 or 5 months.
If anybody out there is listening and thinking about investing in real estate, I recommend a book called Set for Life by Scott Trench. It talks about buying multi-units. You live in one and rent out the other three. If you can get like a quadplex or even a duplex, really, any kind of multifamily, you live in one side, and while you're living there, you renovate it and you rent out the other side. And hopefully you've got at least half of the mortgage covered by the other half. And then once you're done renovating your side, when you do turnover of the other side, then you move into that side, rent the renovated side for more, renovate the other side, and then you should be past the 2-year mark for your capital gains tax. And you rent both of those, and you either sell it and move up to like a bigger, or you keep renting both of those and then go buy another one and do the same thing.
Yeah, I know Rip's been around a long time. I just giving him shit. We've been trying to have him on as a guest. He can hop in the chat most of the time, but I think he does that at work. So, I lurk and work all the time, so I get it. He's a good dude. It's just a lot of fun to give him shit. Old man, what up? Grilling? ACR, throw me some of that chicken, brother. I've been having me some chicken and rice and stir fry here for the last 3 days. Good stuff. Did some barbecue chicken sliders tonight. How you doing, Pat?
I'm wiped out, honestly. This freaking rain, it's been nothing but rain and high winds.
Yeah, that's good for driving a rig.
Yeah, all the way out to Phoenix, all the way back, nothing but rain and high winds.
Sounds
I
like
even went through some snow.
yeah. Oh shit! I need to bring my plants in. Yeah, it's still been getting down and or below freezing. I need to go bring my little mini greenhouses in. Forgot. I'm getting close here. I'm about 3/4 of the way through my mile. I'll finish up the mile and then go get it.
Even if even if the wind wasn't high enough, just from the rain, there's seen so many people like run off the road and flipped over and accidents.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for some downtime.
You love it.
It pays the bills, I guess.
Yes, sir. You got some Gucci stuff too, boy. Tell you what, man, I need H harnesses in all my rigs because with my no ass continuously cutting weight, I can ratchet them all the way down, but whilst walking, they start to sag.
Yeah, when I first joined up with my AP3 group, I thought I was all hot shit. Like I got my battle belt and everything all together, and my uh, plate carrier and everything all set up. The first time I went out there, I donned my battle belt. The first time I've done anything like remotely physical with it on, and just walking up the hill to set up our targets, my pants kept falling down.
Yeah.
Because I got the
Yeah.
no ass disease. So I ended up going and getting some suspenders that ones that don't stretch, and hooking it up to my battle belt, and that was just such a pain. It's like putting a plate armor on back in the day. You almost need a squire to help you get all this stuff put together.
Right. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the. I almost think maybe like a sling pack style, like a one sling, if it could so be done, where like the old school cowboys, they'd rig up like a support string on one side, the opposite side of the pistol, help keep the pants level. Kind of like that theory would be cool. I don't know how practical over a long walk, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just to cut some cordage out of your way.
It gets you thinking like maybe you should go with like a slick plate carrier and then just don your LBE over top of that.
Yeah.
Because even putting all that weight on your plate carrier, it tends to all be on the front, and that just pulls you over and makes your back hurt if you're trying to do anything physical.
Yeah. That's why I try to keep most of it on my hips. Yeah. Most people only carry like one pistol mag or two pistol mags tops, and then like one AR mag or two. I try to run 3-3. I figure, well, if that's the only thing I got on, and that's the thing I wear most of the time anyway, if chances be SHTF, that's my bare minimum loadout. Need to have everything I need on it.
I'm seeing something getting kind of popular now is like the micro chest rigs.
Yeah.
I'd like to pick up one of those cheap and try it out, see if I like it.
Right. Yeah. Uh, the fanny pack thing's coming in. ACR and a couple other people are talking about the urban loadout rig, I guess. Those little tiny one strap chest bags and the fanny packs and like the sling packs are kind of making their turn around to being cool again. Yeah, I'm trying ACR Protect. I'm trying to do a mile a day. Quite honestly, that should just be a yearly program. If all of us preppers can't walk 365 in 365, probably not good enough to have all the cool Gucci shit anyway, right?
What is I think it's Bear that likes to say everything eventually devolves down to the shoe leather express.
Yeah, that's no joke. Yeah, I ended up having to walk about half a mile with my kid today, and we realized, boy, he's starting to get up that 50-pound mark. Walking with him half a mile through cars and stuff to a parking lot kind of blows. All whilst trying not to get ran over, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I need to get back on it a little bit here.
I saw something a couple days ago. I want to say it's kind of like this harness that you can wear like a backpack. And it's got a bar for the kid to stand on and like handles where your shoulders are, so you could like sling them over your back, and if you had to tote them a long distance.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, my kid's a little too young for that concept at the moment, but for an older kid, I could definitely see that being probably invaluable. You can say, hey, if you've got a little bit too much weight on your right side, like take half a step left, you know, because you're going to be able to cover more miles on your get home trip than a kid because legs are just longer, right?
Yeah.
Today, you're going to have to carry your kid. So, or like Muffin Top is a big proponent of the folding wagon. I really like the folding wagon and the kid load out of your vehicle.
Or one of the like the bicycle trailers that you can put your kids in.
Yeah, I got one. That's a summer project. I want to get that so I can take like 3 totes, and I'm getting a bikeable bug out location, kind of halfway in between another spot and home, so I have even more options and a better overnight resupply than just pitching a tent in a ditch, you know.
Right.
I'm realizing the limitations of bugging out with a child is probably going to increase my day count by a day or so.
Yeah, if you can eventually get like an electric bike too, that would be an ideal.
Oh yeah. Rip,
Even
I
if
was
you put
busting your balls earlier. Just kidding, buddy. We're gonna get drunk one of these days, man.
even if you have to put the wife on the electric bike pulling the little kitty trailer, and then you have to huff it on your huffy.
Yeah. Or even, hey, you know, get up just below that hill so you can look with these binos. Let me know if I need to hoof it to you. Let me know if something's coming up, you know. Yeah, Rip. I'm Working on it, man. It's hard with a messed up body and time constraints of having a young family and trying to side gig after side gig to get you out of the system, man. But if Muffin Top can do it, everybody shouldn't have an excuse, right? I went from doing this at almost 400 pounds, like I think I was like three pounds under 400, and I knew if I seen those digits on the scale, it was going to mess with my head, right? So I got after it, and I'm yo-yoing around the 285, 290 mark, but I want to be at the 250 this year. So the only thing to do that is hit my diet a little bit harder and work. I mean, it's just that simple, right?
Man, I wonder how you do it. Like, you must be living off of Ranger candy. You must be hitting 500 milligram Tylenol like every couple of hours when you're doing that kind of stuff.
I honestly, I went bone dry on medicine. Yeah, like after I do, like if I'm repiping something or doing a bunch of drywall or whatever for the day, like I might take something to get me through the next deal. But I just been taking that big old shit pill and chewing fast and swallow, right? Or if you don't chew, you don't have to taste as much and just knocking it back. Especially after this last little scare I'm having. I might have too much compression on that next nerve where I crushed last year when I was walking with my plate carrier still. So if I keep losing, yeah, the guy ended up. I talked to him, a back doctor, and he's like, dude, if you end up dead footing where you can't heal your foot, you can't feel your foot, and you start losing issues, like you start having issues with your bowels and your bladder, he's like, you need to come in and we're having surgery like that week, dude. So if that nerve stays compressed long enough, I could just be self-inducing catheters for the rest of my life, and I'm not doing that. So I gotta trying to watch it, trying to watch how much weight I put on, but with that it comes you got to walk more miles. You got to do some weight stuff, to cut the weight because it is what it is. But I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass. Well, actually, it's a pain in my back, but
They need to come up with you need a robo back. Oh no.
right.
There's a truck jackknifed across all the lanes of the highway.
Dang, son, be careful. What up,
Like,
Rip? Yeah, Rip knows.
it's just rain, people. God.
People be dumb, bro. Missouri, what's up? Missouri knows the struggle, man. Missouri came a lot further than I did. I respect the man for the amount of weight he's lost, man. It's fucking insane. Missouri's a really good dude. You guys need to go check him out. Well, I knocked my mile out, guys, and I had some stuff lined up. This is just a quickie, trying to keep my mileage up. So I missed yesterday and hadn't been feeling the best today, but needed done. So
It's inspirational.
yeah, hopefully my fat ass inspires the 12 of you watching to get off of your fat asses and get out there and get it.
Yeah, I got a rope with me. I'll just tie that to the front of the truck and I'll just pull it the rest of the way home.
Fuck that. Heck yeah. All right, y'all. Well, this is a Muffin Top. Thanks for walking with me on my quickie mile that I wasn't going to do. I was going to be a lazy fat ass tonight, but I figured I can knock out a mile real quick. Keep me on 5 for 5 so far. So
I think the internet is pretty good for accountability.
yeah, it's nice. You get 12, 14 people in here to keep tell me to keep walking. So gives me something to think about.
Yeah, what's one more mile. When you get to talking to somebody or doing a monologue on a subject, it makes the mile go pretty quick.
Yeah, it does. Instead of just sitting there watching the freaking number on the treadmill.
Yeah, I know it helps when I'm driving. It makes the hours melt by. You do like a 3 hour chat, you're like, oh man.
No, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Man, I tell you what. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the chiropractor again this week. So, like, the deal with my like running down the front of my thigh, right? I can feel it in my toes. I can't move them by themselves again. It's gonna do it again. I'm gonna have to go get my hip fucking pulled down. But I suppose a chiropractor visit once a week is cheaper than back surgery, so we can do that. But when shit hits the fan, I'm kidnapping a chiropractor. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you alive, motherfucker. You're just gonna keep me active.
Right. Man, I wish I had the funds. I would send your ass down to Mexico and get some of those stem cells.
Yeah. See, yeah, Mexico on the operating table is not a place I want to be at. I don't think.
They just inject that shit. You just sit in a chair, look out over the ocean, watch the dolphins swim, and they inject that stuff in you. You don't go under the knife or anything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Thanks, ECR.
Yeah, Joe Rogan does it. I think Tim Pool did it. Works miracles on that stuff.
Yeah, I probably should, but what can you do? All right,
If
sure,
I
buddy.
ever hit the
Thanks for hopping in
lotto,
here,
if I
Pat.
ever hit the lotto, I'm gonna get you straight.
No, man, get your family straight. They're way more important than Muffin Top. Appreciate it though.
Oh my god.
We could just be friends when the world ends, bro. I can just be your Google. I've thought about that too. For like an old decrepit or somebody gets disabled, something fierce past where they can't be effective and they feel useless. Have them read all of your text and all that, and if you still have some kind of grid or whatever, all your like audio stuff and all your like stuff that you've saved on flash drives, then that would be a very, very useful thing. They could set up some sort of system and be like, yo, medical, like fork in lung, time is a factor, Lois. Look it up. You know what I mean? Like, or, hey, what plants should we companion garden with this? And we got to bring 4 other families in and figure out what seeds we got and see where we can be the most effective. I think that kind of person
Yeah,
is really helpful.
that would be nice. I've heard people downloading like the entirety of Wikipedia onto a hard drive,
Jeez.
and some of that it's only a couple megabytes, like or only a couple gigs. It's not much just to get the entirety of Wikipedia on there, and some of that information is incorrect, but mostly it's political nonsense.
Well, yeah. But if you just downloaded the good stuff, though. Yeah, my
Yeah.
man, what up? But yeah, guys. All right. Well, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for hopping in. Usually, Muffin Top doesn't do much except for one of these kind of chats or a hangout BS and chat while I'm smoking some meat after working all day. My schedule kind of got messed up today, so it didn't really work out the way I wanted to. Ask the Teen 85, what up? Just scrolling through real quick here. Sister Krista, Crashing Kev, Demo Man Don, Missouri Survival, all that good stuff. This is everybody. Anthony Crouch. Appreciate you guys. Sorry, Pat. You start your own live stream and I'll lurk in it.
Maybe.
Take it easy, bro.
Yeah, y'all be nice.
See you, chat. Get prepped.